Allied Technologies known as Altech owns Autopage Cellular, Altech Netstar and UEC, and also has investments in East and West Africa telcos. Altech has a market cap of 5 billion, a price to earnings ratio of 13 and a dividend yield of 5.3%. Let's look at some of those operations in East and West Africa. Paul, doing quite badly on that front.
Yeah, it is disappointing because they made some early investments a year or so ago and they were talking a good story about how excited they were about them and about how the environment there was so positive. Obviously in East and West Africa there are a whole lot of new undersea and other cables that make high-speed internet much more attractive. Certainly in the latest set of results though, they were moaning that they had not achieved their objectives. So they took a massive write-down, hundreds of millions of rands on the value of the goodwill acquired, and they seemed therefore to be less positive about these things. Even though in the commentary they talk about how all the good things that they're doing with Airtel in East Africa and the Kenyan market and in Uganda in order to provide backbone links. So it's not that clear to see what exactly they're doing up there, but it seems they're sending out mixed signals.
It looks like they'll be exiting the West African market. Your thoughts on them exiting the West African market, is it a good idea?
Look, given what they're doing there and how tough that market is from that point of view, I think it's better for them to do so in that case and focus on the businesses that they really sort of understand. Particularly East Africa is probably a good story over the midterm. The reason I'm saying so is I think we have to ask the question, if they bought a dying business that is going out of business, not really. If you look in South Africa, every telco here is looking to roll out a fiber network, which is what Altech owns in East Africa. So I think it's been a very difficult market, macro-wise, competition-wise. Who are their clients is the telcos operators, and they've gone through a very, very aggressive price changes there. So I think they've been putting pressure on Altech also.
Indeed. Hot or not on this one, Paul?
Look, I wouldn't buy Altech for those East and West African businesses. What you should buy Altech for is to own a piece of Autopage Cellular, to own a piece of Netstar, Altech, the vehicle tracking thing,
South African
and UEC, which is the main manufacturer of set-top boxes for MultiChoice. So I don't know, it feels a bit strange, but in the context, they can afford to make a few mistakes in these other markets. So for me, I'm afraid not hot on that one, but more especially because it's a little bit of a mixed story and it's a little bit tightly controlled. The liquidity is not so good.
Altech hot or not? Not
at this stage. They still need to sort out issues with management. They need to sort out issues with stabilizing East Africa and make sure from a growth point of view, some of the promises that they've given out, they have to start delivering on those.